Welcome to this month's Missions Moment for Youth, where you get the inside scoop about missionary kids around the world. Hi, I'm your host Zoe, and today we get the privilege of talking to Sophia Showers, who is a missionary kid in Paraguay.
Hi, my name's Sophia Showers. I'm 16 years old and I'm a missionary kid in Paraguay, South America.
Do you play any instruments?
Now, I played piano for about a year, I think, and then I stopped because I
Yeah.
did not like it, and I picked up dance after that. And when I was little, I played ukulele.
What are your favorite things to do outside of school and ministry?
I think dance and I think hanging out with my friends probably.
So I see you have a dog. Is that your only one?
I have three. I have this one, another sausage dog, and then I have a Swiss Shepherd. So it's like a German Shepherd, but all white.
Oh, wow. Do you like to read?
I do, but I'm not like somebody who will read all day. Like find a book around the house, then maybe I'll read it, but I'm not like someone who will go out and buy books.
What are some things that you get to do because you're a missionary kid that other kids might not?
Probably one of the things that I get to do is have more liberty in like my schedule. Obviously, not as much as I used to because I used to be homeschooled. One of the things that I would have is more liberty to go places while other kids would be at school, stuff like that. I mean, I still have that liberty because here school is from if you go to school in the morning, because there's kids who also go in the afternoon, it's from 7 o'clock till like 1 o'clock or 12:30. And in the US, it's longer. So I still get out earlier, still have more time in my day, but definitely not as much as I used to.
How do you balance going to school and also helping out in the ministry? Like, do they ever collide?
No, because we have church on Sunday mornings and Wednesday nights, and then sometimes, like every blue moon, we have activities on Saturdays, and so it doesn't really collide with my school schedule. So
What are your favorite subjects?
probably, I think one of my favorites is psychology and English because I mean, here so far I haven't had that many English classes, but it's easy for me. Like it's just like what numbers do you know? What colors do you know? What animals do you know so far? So probably that because it's just
Yeah.
easy. And my least favorite is math. Not because I don't enjoy it, but because it's hard to understand.
What is your favorite food that you eat in Paraguay that others might not know about?
Maybe tallarín. It's like these thicker noodles, and it's like a red sauce, and it's got potatoes. It can either have meat or chicken, and then got like some vegetables mixed in. It's kind of like a pasta. I mean, it is a pasta.
What is your ministry at church?
I'm in charge of the screens for the music, and I do kids class.
In your kids' class, do you have any favorite games you like to play with the kids or anything you like to do?
Think we don't really play that many games because I'm not super creative. I probably could work on that and be more creative, but I think like we read obviously a Bible story and then if there's still time, they'll like color or they'll just play like amongst themselves. But there's not really like a set game that we usually play. So it's me and one other teacher. And I think she does more games, but I'm not usually super creative when it comes to games.
What moments in your ministry have been most rewarding for you?
They remember what I've taught. I think a lot of times they'll remember it for the first few minutes and then it's like the next week they won't remember it.
What is something you think people misunderstand about missionary kids?
Probably that like I'm just like super different from like a regular kid, that I'm like super, I don't know, or that I'm weird. Not all missionary kids are weird. Some aren't.
What advice would you give to a kid or a teen who wants to be in the ministry or even a missionary one day?
I think in regards to being a missionary one day, definitely not make friends with just other missionaries or other missionary kids. It's obviously super important for to make friends with like in my case other Paraguayans to be able to know more of their culture and also have friends that will live here because I've had a lot of missionary friends that like are here and then they move back and then I don't have them anymore. And it's also important to get to know by having friends, not just about what you hear or stuff like that. So I think making friends with the people of that country.
What do you think God's calling you to do when you get older?
I've always thought that as nursing. I'm going to study nursing at PCC.
What do you think is the hardest part of being a missionary kid? It could be like personally to you or just something in general.
I think one of the hardest things is definitely leaving either places. Like in the beginning, it was harder to leave the US. I know it'll be hard to leave here. Like when I have to go back to college, it'll be hard.
Do you get to travel a lot?
No, not really. I mean, when we're in the US, yeah, we do travel around the US, but I don't usually leave like Paraguay. We've been to Brazil a few times, which I don't know if you know where Paraguay is on the map, but it borders, well, Argentina and Brazil border Paraguay. So I've been to Argentina once, I think, but it was just like crossed the border and came back. And then I've been to Brazil. Usually when I travel, we do go like 3 hours away from here, which is like out to the countryside to visit one of my mom's friends and their church. I think we're gonna go in a few weeks. But besides that, I don't travel a lot.
What do you have any favorite memories or stories from outreach?
I think this actually was probably the most recent one. I went with one of my friends. He and I went to, well, my mom went too, but she passed out the food. We went to the biggest trauma hospital here in Asuncion, which is the capital. And we went and passed out food, passed out tracts, and then my mom went somewhere else, and me and my friend stayed there and we were praying with people and talking with people. And I think that was probably one of my favorite memories. And I what the reason I'm saying this is there was a lady who said that she admired me and my friend a lot for being able to do ministry like that at our age, that like it inspired her. Well, she didn't use the word inspired. Like she admired us for not being scared to go talk to people, to go pray with people. So I think that's probably one of my favorite memories.
That's cool. How can we pray for you guys?
Probably my extended family is what I would ask for. Like my aunts are going through some trouble, my grandpa, but I think as like me and my parents, probably my school. I mean, this is just me, this isn't my parents, but probably my school, I think to be um kinder with my classmates because a lot of times it's very hard with like my guy classmates because they like will not be quiet. So I'm not always good at being very kind.
Do you guys ever have any trouble with like the safety there or like do you ever have to worry about your safety?
Not really. Of course, I've had moments where I'm like, I want to get home because I don't feel safe, but I've never like had like somebody follow me. Never been robbed. So it just depends on where you go. It really is like, and obviously we avoid the places that are more like sketchier.
Do you have a favorite thing about Paraguay?
I think the people. I think my friends. That's one of my favorite things. And I don't know how much information my mom gave you, but I think tereré, which is it's this traditional drink. So it's basically this little cup, and usually a lot of times it's wood or it's like metal and then got leather around it. And then it's got this little straw, which has like holes in it, and you put like this herb tea in it, and then you drink it with like cold water when it's hot out. There's also mate, which is like a smaller version of this, and it's hot. I don't drink mate because I'm not a big fan of hot drinks.
Is there anything else that you want to share or anything that somebody who is used to living in the US all their life might be surprised about there?
The education, but I don't mean at school education. Like obviously public school education isn't even as good as like American public school education, but I mean education like what they teach you like in the home and stuff. Like there's so many people that it's like I would never talk to someone that way. Like they're very I wouldn't I mean, yeah, mean. I would consider it mean, but it's just like they're just not taught that way. Like they push past people, don't say excuse me. Like they're just very a lot of times like they don't teach that in the house. So it's very like I think a culture shock is the education. Anything. They're very like me first. Like they don't think of other people a lot of times first. Like definitely depending on the situation, but it's like you'll be standing in line and somebody will just like cut in front of you and you'll be like, excuse me. And they'll be like, I was here, like out of nowhere. So I think it's like very me first, stuff like that.
Do you have any like board games you like to play? Any favorites?
I think the only one that I truly enjoy and will play with my family is Ticket to Ride.
I really enjoyed talking to you. It's been really fun.
It's nice to talk to you too.
Yeah. Please take time to pray for the Showers family in Paraguay this week. I'm Zoe, and I'll see you next time.